It's weird. It's weird out there. It's fiery out there. It's wild. So I've went through like 5 different layers of shifting in the last 5 days, I feel like in different ways. Um, I'm also doing some new things to support myself, but welcome to my channel. My name is Amelia. I'm your intuitive empath, and I'm going to be doing a current energies spotlight for you today. So let's see. I'm going to do the short version up front because some people like shorter videos, some people like longer, so I can do a summary and then I'll go more in depth. I'm going to try this for a little while, more in depth, but I pulled 4 cards. I pulled a set of 3 and then a follow-up card because this is kind of like the choice point card, is what I'm getting. So let's go through each one and just see what you're tuning into, what's coming up for you as an intuitive soul, and what stands out for you. And if it doesn't apply to you, move on. But this is really for the collective, for what I'm experiencing. And I just felt that shift in my body. So I do believe that I am sending through levels of healing through these videos too. I don't even mean to do it. It just happens. So, okay. 2 of these cards I've pulled multiple times. So this is like a confirmation. But before this week, I had not pulled one of these cards at all, mostly because I'm reacquainting myself with this deck that I kind of bought and then tucked away. I didn't even really use it all that much. So that's why I think it's showing up for the now. But I've been seeing people on TikTok use this deck too. So it's been fun to see a lot of confirmations. Specifically, the second card, I've been seeing a lot of this very card on TikTok. So again, for me, there's no coincidences. It's all synchronicity. So let's dive in. And the phrases I'm hearing with the first card, King of Wands, burn it all down. Burn it all down. But I mean, if you look at this, though, there's a lot of confidence, there's a lot of strength, there's a lot of like, let's fight, like warrior energy. Let's go. Burn it all down. Burn it all down. And, I don't necessarily use this in the traditional sense of tarot, but I think the energies cross over to that. So again, take it for what you were meant to know from that. Um, also, I'm also getting for this too, divine masculine is rising up, and that's been happening for a while. This is just kind of like showing the progression of what we're experiencing right now. That's really what I'm getting. So, and we all have masculine and feminine energies in our vessel and in our soul. So it just depends on what you're trying to work out for you. Next, I am saying use your magic. Use your magic. 8 of Wands. I mean, look at that. It's like the full spectrum light coming to fruition. I promised a shorter version up front. So now this is upside down, number 13, the death and rebirth card. Okay. I think I'm going to talk a lot about this card. So I don't know if you can hear the airplane out there. Of course, as I'm recording, it gets noisy, but death and rebirth, a lot of us are going through this on the soul level. And so what is it that you need to let go of to bring this into balance for you? Turn it over. Okay. We're going to dig in more into that one for sure. So, but now this one where, we've got the wands, death and rebirth, and more wands. Now I shuffled these cards quite a lot and all wands. So it's a very magical time that we're in. But look at this. 2 of Wands, to me, in this moment looks peaceful. Now, people would probably have different interpretations to this. So again, take what resonates for you. But of course, we have our globe, that's a whole other debate. But she's got a wand over here and a wand in her hand. And what I heard from this is leave the world behind. Leave the world behind. And look at that little VW bus with the surfboard. I just noticed that. I didn't see that the first time, but the sun is setting on the old, and it's about to get really enjoyable in our life, in our world. You just got to grab onto it. I'm working on that too. Am I doing it perfectly? Probably not. I'm doing the best I can with what I have. Okay, that's the short version. Let's go more in depth with this. Okay. And again, I think I'm just going to reiterate the cards and show them again and just see what else and on a deeper level comes up for us in this current energies session, reading, whatever you want to call it. Okay. I'm getting leadership energy now too. Um, how are you meant to lead the way in this next phase? How are you meant to do that? Now, I know that I'm in my purpose in many different ways, and some examples of that are I'm just being guided to help people heal and help animals heal on the soul level and physical. And as I work with nutrition as well, I am meant to help people find high vibrational products. I'm also meant to help people leave their toxic relationships as similarly that I did. And so, and how are you leading the way? How are you using your power, your strength, your uh, just that divine masculine part of you to move forward and to build an empire, to help your family, to whatever it is on the whatever scale it's meant to be? How are you doing that? What are you burning down to? Let's go on an emotional level too with clearing the path. So many of us are working through to let go of those egoic responses to our world and clearing the path for emotional healing, integrating all parts of our soul, letting go of generational stuff. So what is it? What's the next layer for you to help burn that part out of your life? Really, really experiencing just that that contentedness that comes with true healing and truly forgiving, truly accepting, truly letting go. What is that for you? It's just vibrating in my hand. I'm just like, and like these, he's just coming over the ridge. So it's like coming over the edge of something new. And Ina's pretty confident, there's a little bit of sadness that you may need to release as well. So I'm picking that up for some people in the collective. So if there's any sadness that's holding you down or keeping you blocked, just ask for that to go gently and peacefully from your body, mind, soul. Okay. Let's talk about your magic. I love this card. And I just got chills through my whole body. You guys, it is just beautiful. So what does your magic mean? What is your magic? Is it your gifting? Is it your intuition? Is it are you a healer? Are you someone who just knows how to connect people with the right people or things? Or are you just the most kind person? Are you the most funny person that just brings joy to the room? What is your magic? And if you haven't found it yet, that is okay. Just try some different things, play in your magic and find some new discoveries about yourself that you can share with the world. What is that? What is that for you? What is your magic? Okay. And this is also a community card. So we're coming together. That's what for like 5 years now, I've seen this community of empaths coming together and just sharing their magic. And so I created a Patreon community for that. It's still very small. I'm okay with that. I know there's a right time for it to just burst wide open. It's going to. And there's already some amazing souls on there, but I'm really hoping it'll bring a lot of us together and you can connect. And maybe with this person, you're like, oh, that is my soul sister right there. And I want to, connect with that person. I've known them for many whatevers, and I need to reconnect with them. Um, so maybe that's your magic. I don't know. There's so many layers to this. Comment below on what I'm, I know there's more to talk about. Like, what is your magic? Give me some other examples. I guess I'm asking for. So, okay, I think that's enough on that one. So the death and rebirth upside down. The reason why this is reversed is because it's meant to be paid attention to. You've got the darkness lifting, the light is coming through. And so once we really, really embrace some of these things that we're burning out and grabbing onto our gifts, these themes keep coming up in different ways in the current energies. So if you're seeing a thread of that or similarity, that's why we're all still working through it. So how do we bring this into upright position. I love the infinity symbol there because there's lots of little deaths, lots of little rebirths. Like we're always kind of cycling through that, but we're also finding our authentic soul within that. This is a draped person just, covered in a covering, and it's infinite. Your soul is infinite. So, I mean, I think I keep hearing the word third eye, third eye, third eye. So that light shining always reminds me of that. Like the pineal gland is just shining so bright that anything is possible. Anything is possible. So, um, people talk about dying to their old selves, and again, that's the burning up phase. And so removing those false selves. Oh, that's kind of an important thing to talk about here, more in depth. A lot of us have put up these false protections, false parts of us to cope, to get through. Maybe it's even on the psychosis level. We're obsessed with this thing over here, but that's really distracting us from getting to the root and to the heart of what we need to address in our body, mind, soul. That's really important. So I think finding your authentic soul, that's really what this is coming into. And just the beautiful light, the beautiful, this one looks like almost like it looks like a starburst, and it looks like, what it looks like, when they go super fast in like any movie that they're in space. It looks like that, where the stars are just like whooshing by. Your light is infinite. Your light is infinite, and we can send it as far as it needs to go. To me, this looks like a little trumpet. When you look deeper in there, it's like woven into that darkness. It's like, what are you calling into yourself? That's what I'm hearing for that little thing. So that's just a little excerpt there. Let's ask if there's anything else that I need to know about this card for you guys. No, I think that is pretty complete. But again, we have full spectrum light here. I mean, these two cards have beautiful full spectrum healing light, and that's really the work I do as well. Okay, so those three cards were the main. This is like the follow-up card. This is like we've worked through a lot of those layers of those three cards, and now we're really watching the sunset on the old, and we're leaving the world behind, and we're moving into something so beautiful. And we all know about this big switch. We all know about this. So what does that mean for you? I see travel. I see travel not only to help people heal, but also, for me, my kids, that we can actually go see the world and all the things I've always seen for us, and restoration on that front. So leaving that old brings that new restoration. I just felt my whole divine feminine activate with that creativity. And now it's moving at my right side. So that's activating for somebody out there as well. So, and she's very grounded, right? She's on the earth, more or less, she's on the ground inside, but looking out and really holding strongly onto her magic, letting go of the old things over there, and just ready to explore. Again, there's a lot of confidence, a lot of like, let's do this energy that I'm picking up. I love, is it a string of lights? I do love the string of lights on top too. I'm not sure, that must have significance for somebody because it feels very strong. So if that is significant for you, please comment. I would love that. Some of my longer videos. I kind of like this new format because for years, one of the things that I had to burn out was my lack of voice. I'm just going to give that example. So I didn't think I had a voice. I was never heard or listened to or valued what I had to say. And I think a lot of it was because my intuition didn't match society. And so I felt very set apart. And so a lot of my knowing didn't match. And so whenever I'd say something, I would get looked at like I had 10 heads. So I just stopped talking. Not to mention other traumas that might have shut down that voice in a toxic marriage. That'll do it right there. Um, and so that has reopened for me. So I have lots to say. And a lot of it's just guided. And a lot of it's not even me, but it is my highest version of me here with you today. So, okay. So I'm just going to end this video with a little bit of a healing message. So receive this if you choose. If not, that is fine. But for the collective, what I'm feeling is just asking for whatever it is in your body, mind, soul that needs to be reawakened right now. What is it that needs to be let go so that this new piece of you or this reawakened piece of you needs to be reactivated? Feel into that. See it, know it, hold it, hug it, embrace it. Whatever it is that you see for yourself, just know it's yours and know it's for your highest good, and that you can share it with others when you're ready as your own gifting. Or maybe you're not meant to, that's okay. Doesn't matter. Just knowing it's home with you, and that is a complete part of you. I'm really feeling the heart and thymus just opening up for somebody. So just allow that to be yours without judgment. And if you want to join my community or check out my website for further support one-on-one, I'm here to help. So sending you so much love, and we will talk very, very soon.